Good morning, everybody. I am Kiana Shaw. I am a best-selling author, a master personal development coach, and I own two companies, Village of Truth and Leadership Academy, where I teach high school girls life leadership and empowerment skills. Today I'm here, I was asked to speak to you about careers, but I brought my bio so that you guys can read that later, because when I was going to school, I did not want to hear somebody come in and read their pamphlet, right? So this is going to be a little bit more interactive than we would normally do, or that you would normally get at a career day. So I think what we're going to do is, the first thing I want to do is just give you a little bit of my background to let you know how I got here, and then I'm going to find out what you want to do in your life, and then I'm going to help you kind of build out your process. Does that sound fair?
Yes, ma'am.
Does it sound like it'll be a little bit more interesting?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so I started my company, Village of Truth, back in 2008, and my company started out of heartbreak. I found out that my boyfriend of 4 years had been dating my cousin for 2.
Oh,
Damn, okay. All right, now calm down, bring it back. What happened was, as young ladies, sometimes we could be like, wait, what? And we want to find out. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this wasn't my first cousin, right? Like, we were cousins in a distance, but we had known of each other. We even went to school together, but we weren't kicking it. Like, it wasn't like we were friends. You understand what I'm saying? But it didn't hurt nonetheless, to find out that somebody that I loved and had spent so much time with had done this to me. And it took me a while, and I just found out, during that process, God, I don't really know how to be me. Everything I do is really centered around him and his family, his daughter, and, I spent so much time engrossed in him that I really didn't have an outside identity for myself. And am I the only one that's like that? When you get a boo, you just kind of, your friends kind of go off to the side and it's all about him? If you don't know, then you are that friend. I'm gonna just tell you. But we all have that friend. We all know that person. Am I the only one?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, over time, I was hurt, and I had something to say. I needed to get this off my chest. And after I had got it off my chest and was upset and was thinking about busting out tires and windows, it didn't help at the end, right? And so I ended up reaching out. You've been there before. So I ended up reaching out to a good friend of mine. He's also my pastor, but we have a friendship. And so in the meeting with him, I was just like, look, cards on the table, I am lost in my life with this breakup. I don't know what else that I should be doing. And first thing he said to me was, where's your goal list? What are you doing for you in your life? And I didn't have one. And actually I did have one just because I'm a member of his church and it was a requirement as the leader, but I wasn't really following it, right? And so it was kind of something that I did every year as a ritual so that I wouldn't get in trouble, right? I'm not the only person that does my homework just enough so that I don't get in trouble. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of y'all do that? Okay, just checking. And so one of the things that he did was he was take your goal list seriously. And literally within 3 weeks, I had accomplished 80% of my goal list. Right, just focusing on me, leaving him alone, doing what I needed to do, focusing on me. Every time I felt like crying, I focused in on me. Every time I felt like I was going to be, ready to fight, I had to just go back and focus in on me. And with that, I realized that I really wanted to help other women not be in that place. And as I thought about it more, I realized I've been doing this since junior high school. I get a boyfriend and it's all about him. And so I decided the best way to help women not be in that place is to reach young ladies and help you not to be in that place. So that's where Village of Truth started from. Leadership Academy, my other company, started because I needed a sounding board, right? So I'm dating this guy, we're in love, we have sex, now I'm pregnant, and his response was, if you have an abortion, we can get back together. And that's how I found out we broke up. Y'all all right?
He ain't the real one.
He ain't the real one. And so Leadership Academy started from that heartbreak, and I needed a sounding board. I needed to be able to talk with other women who were going through this, and single moms unite, hear the more, all of this stuff. And then I felt like, okay, I put it together, and I'm going to highlight great women who were just doing their thing. But it started to feel like I was doing it just so that I could have a community of other bitter women. And that didn't feel authentic to me, right? Because I am definitely a person of let's deal with the issue, forgive it, and move forward so that we can keep having progress in life. And so I felt like it was stopping me. And so I changed the focus of it again because my niche is reaching young ladies. My niche is because I'm authentic and I speak my mind and I say what I'm really going through, and I don't try to hide the drama of my life, and I don't try to hide my experiences, and it lets you connect with me, right? So now, in these first 5 minutes, 10 minutes, who feels like they have kind of connected with you on some level or another? Good. That's a good number. That's a good number. Guys, I'm going to catch you up. I promise. I promise. And so in dealing with my daughter's father and having to take myself from a place of I'm right and you're going to have to fall in line with me to it doesn't matter who's right, let's just do the best thing for our daughter, right? And it took me a while to get to that place. It took me a while because, I mean, it was just a lot of drama. Like, he sued me for custody of her, and then he started dating a friend of mine. Like, it was just like all this stuff, right?
Did you bash his windows in?
I did not bash his windows in, and let me tell you why. Because at a certain point in your life, you have to stand in the fact that you are a lady. Like, we got to go from being that chick, right, or that B word, or whatever you want to call it, that chick, to being the woman that you've been called to be. I can't do what I do from jail. Now, let me tell you something, ladies. Any damage over $100 to his car is a felony. Any damage to his car over $100, and let me tell you, one windshield can be $100. So be clear, right? Tires are extremely expensive, right? I just bought tires for my car. It was almost $500. So one tire bust out is a felony. So we can't go that route. We can't respond. And understand, I have girlfriends who will tell you that they had to talk me off that ledge a couple of times. There were times I was just like, you know what, forget it. I'm like, yeah, we just gonna go on in, deal with the cops tomorrow. Like, I picked godparents that'll bring my baby to Silver Brand if I needed them to, right? And so it was a process to get to this point. And so my mission in life is to help you go from wherever you are, whatever your experience is, whatever it is that you're going through in your life, my job is to help you put it into perspective and help you move forward with your end result in mind, right? So we begin with the end in mind. That being said, having the end in mind, my end goal is to be a multimillionaire with an international brand, right, across the world, reaching teenage girls. I have a 2-year-old daughter who needs me to be mommy, so I don't have time to be at work for 40 hours a week. I need to be able to come in, do what I do, make a couple of $100, go do something else, make a couple of $100, and then go spend the rest of my day with my kids. So who can get with a 4-hour work week, a 4-hour work day? Right? So when I speak, I get anywhere, and when I speak, it may only be 20 minutes. It may be for a half a day. I may speak for a whole day, depending on where it is, if I have to travel or whatever. So all of my pricing is included in that. So I might make anywhere from $100 to $1,500 in one day for one event. Who could get with that kind of money? Do I want to give you $1? No, but I will let you earn $1 from me. Did you hear what I said? I can let you earn $1 from me. But you don't seem interested anymore because you just wanted your $1. Okay, so that being said, that's not how life works.
You gotta work for what you want.
I don't even know what your skill set is, bruh. I gotta know that part first.
Ooh.
I just need to know, what do you have to offer, right? Because when we look at getting our careers, and we need to be able to know that we have something to offer anyone that we want to employ us. But I'm not here to teach you about being an employee. I'm here to teach you how to be an employer. Now, do you guys understand the difference? Who's the employee? The person who works for you. The employer is the person who signs the check. Am I right? Okay. So, how many of you want to be doctors, lawyers, because that's what your parents said you were going to be?
Nope.
Okay, so that's the whole reason for it. They said be a doctor, they said be a lawyer, and you like, okay, that's what I'm going to be.
Hell
No?
no.
Okay, that's good, because this is the first group ever to say that. Can I use your marker? Of course, go ahead. Okay. All right, so here's my question. All right, guys, bring it back for me, please. So here's my question. What do you want to be? I need you to not talk while I'm talking. So let's establish a rule of respect. Respect the speaker means if I'm talking, I can't have you talking, because then I start getting in your conversation. I have adult ADD. It does not work for me, all right? You know, attention deficit disorder, so I get real distracted real quick. So I need you to focus in so that I can help you. Does that sound fair? Because if it's a career day, we want to make sure that we can be on the path to great careers. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. So, what are some of the careers that you guys want to do? Singer?
NBA,
No host.
NFL,
I heard NBA, NFL, who else?
MLB.
Surgeon?
actor,
Pediatrician. Yes.
Engineer.
PS,
Okay,
video game.
Engineer.
right?
What else?
You didn't put
A
MLB.
pediatrician.
What is MLB? Major League Baseball?
Entrepreneur.
Yep.
Anybody else?
Hockey.
Okay,
This
so
boy
we
said
don't do
hockey.
sports. We just gonna go ahead and do sports so that I can address all that at one time. Anybody else?
Sound producer.
Sound producer?
Entrepreneur.
You said sound producer? Song producer. Okay, I'm sorry.
Ronnie, what was you?
Anybody else?
Entrepreneur.
Director of?
Bank accountant. An accountant.
Accountant? Okay.
Say entrepreneur. Say entrepreneur.
You say
I did. She's not listening to me to say it. Because you got to.
entrepreneur. God.
I said it like 10 times. But she's not listening to me. But that's it.
Well, no, because you can be an architect. You can be a designer of several things. You could be an architect. You could be, there are a couple of things that go under designer. Pediatrician? Okay, let me put that on there. Can you build that out?
Veterinarian.
You all like that now? Okay.
He said he wanted to be a farmer.
All right, so I cannot help you with being a porn star. I cannot help you with that. Okay, now, let me say this. So bring it back, bring the conversation back, guys. So here's the thing. If I have to separate y'all like y'all in the third grade, I promise you, I'm going to feel like I'm teaching the third grade, and then it's going to drop the level of the effectiveness. So let's just get it together now without that, okay? Can we do that? Thank you. Okay, so let me ask you this. Well, let me first tell you this. Everything in the world that you want to do, any career that you want to be, go ahead and move over this way for me. You right there with the blue. Can you go ahead and move over here? Yes, thank you. So everything that you want to do in life, you can start it now. There is nothing that you have to wait for. Okay? Now, at one point, I wanted to have a radio show. I wanted to be on the beat because that was like the popping station at the time. I wanted to really make sure that, you know, people heard my voice, right? But here's the thing. I did not major in communications in college, right? I majored in business administration or business management. Also, I didn't know any connections, right? So I didn't win a contest. Like, there was a girl who had won a contest and she was able to be a DJ, and it kind of helped her do a lot of things, but I didn't win the contest, right? So I'm not on a career path to be on the radio. So one day I'm talking to Joaquin Hawkins. He used to play for the Houston Rockets, and we do this interview together for this event. He was doing like a toy drive for kids, and we're doing this interview together. And at the end of it, he says, "You should be on the radio. You have a great radio voice." And I said, "Really?" And literally, that was 2 weeks before Christmas. My radio show started January 12th. Now here's the thing, I did not go conventional. What I did was I created a blog talk radio show. And when my radio show ended, right, I did it for a year. When it ended, I had over 1 million listeners. Now when you take 1 million listeners, at least 500,000 tune into you on a regular, semi-regular basis. At least 250,000 tune into you on a regular basis, right? Of that 250,000, at least 100,000 are going to try to follow you in some form of social media because they really want to connect with you. They want your help. They want you to come speak. They want you to do all these other things because in their mind you are famous and balling or whatever the case may be, right? Now, mind you, I did my radio show. I had 2 co-hosts. We all did it from our home. We just grabbed the phone line. Everyone calls us to the same line, and that's how we produced our show. Why? Because I wasn't going to wait for someone to ordain me a radio show host. I was just going to go create my avenue. Now, how many people are celebrities have radio shows that are on Blog Talk? A lot of your international speakers, they have Blog Talk shows. The reason why is because they want to connect with their audience and they want to build those relationships because that is how you make your millions and billions of dollars. It is through the relationship building and the connections that you nurture that get you to the next level. Does that make sense? Anybody have a question so far? Okay. So when you say you want to be a singer, who said that? Okay. How often do you sing?
All day.
All day? Okay, so that tells me that the song that it's in your heart to be a singer. That's what that, and that's the first step. Where are you singing?
Oh.
At home and here? Okay, so can I tell you this? When you say here, you mean at school? Okay. I'm going to tell you this. Contact your city council. Contact the mayor of your city. Offer to sing at everything they do. I don't care if they doing a luncheon. Have a song ready. Right? Now, I don't know if you dance and all of that too? Or, okay. So here's the thing. A lot of times we say, I want to be a singer, and then we go, but I got to be on Beyonce level. Don't start in no arena with 50 million people because you're going to be nervous and you're going to be stuck. Okay? It's okay to do it in front of your school, and then it's okay to graduate and do it in front of, an audience of maybe 20,000 or whatever. Like, you just kind of got to build up to it, but be ready. I remember watching an episode of Oprah, and Babyface was on there, and a lady was like, hey, she's a black lady, beautiful, and she was like, I want to be a country western singer. And Babyface said, sing me something right now. And that lady let out a song that I was just, even though I was so much younger, I was like, ooh, she's supposed to be a singer. But here's the thing. When they say, all right, well, sing something, spit a verse for me, and you going, I don't have no music.
That'd be me.
Fix that. Because the reality is, if you can't do it a cappella, you will not get that shot. If you gotta set the scene. By the time you finish building the set and all of that, no one is interested anymore. It's like, you done hyped it up, so now you better be the best singer. You better be able to get them Jennifer Hudson pipes out there, because the reality. Go ahead and sing something. Go ahead. Right? This is an audience of 30.
You sing every time in here. You sing every time in here. Don't change it now.
Come on, it's just us and Periscope. It's just like
You sing. It's just one more person added on. Alright. Jay, it's just one more person added on. You sing all the time in this class.
Sing a song. It don't matter. Pick one. The one that you sound the best in.
Hey, it can't be cuss words, right?
No.
Make it short.
Didn't I ask you to sit over here?
Sit right here.
No, over here.
Oh, you get embarrassed on Periscope.
No, he's not even on Periscope. He's not even on it. Go ahead.
naturally. You and me, we have a bit of jealousy. I might ask why she call, you might ask who is he. But I can never think of letting go. Cause even in my mind, I still love you. No way, no how, no circumstance. If you thought about it, no, think again. So baby, slow you roll. You ain't leaving me, no. I ain't letting you go. All I ever think about is you.
All right, give her a round of applause. Now I'm gonna tell you this. Get a song that shows your vocal range, right? Because you want to be able to do highs and lows, and when you get an opportunity, you want to be able to blast that shot out. You understand what I'm saying? You want to be able to sing at the drop of a dime. You don't want to have to like figure out what song. Have a song that you're gonna sing no matter what the opportunity is. Okay. Now NBA. Who said that?
Robert.
Robert.
No, that's Isaiah.
Isaiah? Okay, who else? Isaiah
And Robert. I said NFL.
NFL. Okay, so we're gonna cover sports. How many push-ups you doing today? 30?
Oh, you don't do
Okay.
that.
How many push-ups you doing today?
What you mean you gotta do?
Oh, man, that was short. Okay, well. Hey,
How do I?
I'm being cheated. It's all right. You just don't go.